did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, Justin Tucker. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. You see Nick Foles coming out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, as he will be the one to lead this Bears offense.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the ball carrier.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Yeah, baby.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The kick is good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That is caught by Cohen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
To Tariq Cohen.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First
that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson's pass.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And it's up and good. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Nick Foles as he heads back out to work. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And 2.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yards. And the Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete to
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5. Brings up 3rd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Ficken's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Ravens 28. Bears 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
13. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Yeah. Hey, check five. Watch it, 5. Do the night. Report.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
53's the mic. 53. Yo. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Delay of game, offense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, Pete. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go. 55, Mike, got 55.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Mark Andrews.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check. You. Mike 55. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, turn it up. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Drop deep. 55, Mike, got 55. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Pick your game up. Watch 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Chicago Bears.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Foles with a throw caught by the tight end, Komet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that.
Now a hit and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Foles, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Bears 3.
Jackson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd down and goal. Jackson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
To throw again is Jackson. being chased out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Fumbled on the play.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Offside.
And this could be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Foles. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Torrey Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Carrier. Chuck Clark brought him down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 35, Bears 6.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, on 3 games in a row, there were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Jackson on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Got a man open. It's Wims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on second down. Foles going to throw deep for the end zone.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check.
Foles. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ficken's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
55, check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get them holes. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
The previous play
And a
is
pause in
under
the
review.
action because the...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. On 2nd and goal, Foles. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. The celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.